Ladies and gents,
boys and girls,
we are back
again.
Once again.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
The Top Bunk boys are back. Tell absolutely everyone you know.
We should make Backstreet. What's the, fuck?
Top Bunk's back. All right.
Exactly that. Alex, how are you? We're really good. How's you two? We are vibing.
We're well, thank you. We're well. Today on the Top Bunk podcast, I've turned up and Alex has planned everything, so my life is a dream.
Mate, I've got it covered. So today we're talking about a fairly, not touchy topic, but a fairly controversial one.
All right.
So it's...
We like controversy here. We've
yeah,
done
we
feminism,
do.
We've done Black Lives Matter.
Yeah,
we've
done
roasted
veganism.
We've roasted some vegans. we enjoy a bit of controversy.
We've toasted them.
Exactly.
Right? So today what we're going over is, what do you class as success? Okay. Money or happiness?
Okay, so touching almost a little bit on last week's topics. Just a little bit.
Little fondle
of the balls.
Yeah.
But, all right, yeah, I'm down. I'm up for it. Let's do it.
So, someone's asking, Leah's asking what the podcast is called.
Lee, the podcast is called the Top Bunk Podcast, and you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts,
or Audible.
Amazon or Audible. We're Audible.
Yeah, because they're the same thing, aren't they?
Audible's owned by company. We're on that. On YouTube as well. All the links are in his bio. Get amongst it.
Get on the tubes. Thank you for the TikToks. Right. Anyway, going to it. Bryn.
Yes, sir.
What would you class as, like, in your head?
Yeah.
What is success? I asked you this last week, but I'm asking you again. Because,
well, I asked you this last week.
Yeah, you did. But I kind of forgotten what you said.
There's two different... Okay, see, there's two different... Do you want like the point blank answer?
Yes.
Okay, because I've got... If I sit there and think about it, there's two different routes that you can go down, but I'm not going to do that.
You can go financial or whatever.
Exactly.
Else, yeah.
Success to me is being... I don't know. Because it's like, I sit here and think success is being like comfortable in life. But is that being successful? Because if you turn around to me and go, oh yeah, you're going to be comfortable in life, I'm going to turn and go, oh wow, that sounds like I'm being incredibly lazy.
Yeah.
Like, you should always be wanting to strive for more. But it's like, being successful to me is, yes, being comfortable, but also having certain luxuries. So being able to go take my family on holiday once a year, having a nice car, and it sounds really materialistic.
House.
Yeah, having a decent house, being able to treat my kids on their birthdays and Christmas and
whatnot.
Yeah, it's a very materialistic way of looking at it. But if I wasn't able to give my family those things, I wouldn't class myself as successful.
Okay.
So it's being happy, isn't it, with your quality of life? That's what success is. But to me, to have that success and be happy with my quality of life, I would want those arguably materialistic things.
Yeah. Zamara says, good morning, hope you're having a fantastic day. Hope you're having a fantastic day.
Actually, it's the afternoon.
Yeah.
Because I was late for the podcast again.
Yeah. So
not the point.
So money equals success. Not exactly, but it's like it. I don't want to say it helps because
it's something we touched on last.
Yeah.
And again, I'm going to replace success with the word happiness. It's something we touched on last week.
Yeah.
You can be happy without money, but I've never met a filthy rich person. There goes your guitar. I've never met a filthy rich person who hasn't been happy. Like.
That's not good.
Mental health and stuff is a different kettle of fish, completely different subject. Like, I'm sure there's many multi-millionaires in the world who have had to push all their friends and family away for their success, and now they wish they didn't do it. However, if you turn around to... If I had a ton of money and was not happy, I would just buy myself something cool. Like, you're telling me you're not going to be happy with, like, a Lambo sat in your driveway, or like a multi-million-pound yacht that you can just sail to the Maldives.
That's the thing. Like, everyone obviously says, like, I'd rather cry in, like, my Ferrari instead of, like, crying in my little Toyota. But I'm like...
Yeah, I would. Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, but everyone would.
Fully.
I'd rather cry on a private island full of attractive naked women who
Instead
who
of
answer
crying
to
in a
my
shack.
every beck and call than
Cry in a little shack.
yeah, cry in a cardboard box under the M5. Like,
But here's the thing.
That's just a given at the end of the day.
But here's the thing. Like, my issue with that saying is the following, right? So number one, would you rather just like cry so imagine if you like literally were rich and depressed and you were crying at least once a day in your Ferrari, right? Just imagine that. You literally got in the car first thing in the morning and you just feel so depressed that you just start crying.
Okay.
Every single day.
All right.
Or would you be happy driving around and like, let's say...
You dare say Vauxhall Corsa Flex 1.4 limited edition, I will smack you across the room.
No, let's say like a decent car.
Oh, come on. Come on, man. It's great fuel efficiency. It's got a little touchy keyboarding bit, cruise control, heated seats, heated steering wheel. You man are underrating the Vauxhall Corsa 1.4 EcoFlex limited edition, man.
No, but let's
it's got
just
black
go
rims.
No, let's just go
fast.
with...
It's not that fast. It's not that fast.
As in, it doesn't move. No, let's just go with like a decent like car when you've got a fairly okay job. So let's go like BMW
Audi,
2 Series.
Okay.
Yeah, or an Audi like A3, A4.
I don't have a clue what any of these cars look like.
Okay,
but
let's go with the two models above mine. Right. So average car, 30 something grand, used that is.
Yeah, never buy a new car.
Yeah, no, that's stupid.
A death sentence.
That's stupid. Unless you are rich and
and can afford for your car value to depreciate 20% within the first 6 months. Go for it.
But yeah, so like let's say you get in that car and you don't cry a single day in your life because you're happy as shit. You've got the job you want.
Yeah, of course. At the end of the day, I would rather be
happy.
I want to keep coming back to the word comfortable, but that's not what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no,
I would rather be like earning.
Your girlfriend's in the chat.
Well, Abby, we meet again. Oh, Abby, what do you think of the trim? I reckon Boss Man got me quite nice. Irrelevant. However, yes, I would rather be earning like 40, 50, 60k a year and actually really enjoy what I do. You know, have a great family life and all of that and be happy than earn 140k a year, absolutely hate the job that I have to go into 5, 6, 7 days a week. Well, and have everything materialistic under the sun. I would rather the first scenario, but of course, it's the saying, isn't it? If you work a job that you love, you'll never work a day in your life, and that's true.
I still think that's bullshit because at the end of the day, like, don't get me wrong, I'd
rather sit. I'd
love PTing.
I don't know if I would rather sit on my arse and do nothing because that's pretty much what I'm doing for the last 5, 6 months.
It's not fun.
And I am bored shitless, man.
Yeah. Barry's back. We've not seen Barry in months.
It's been a while. How are you? Hope you're well.
So
nice to see you again.
I actually found a study, right? And it was from 2010 from Princeton University in America.
Respectable source.
Respectable, yeah. It's a decent uni. I'm pretty sure it's like ranked like
it's up there.
5.
It's up there.
Anyway, they did like this study where they took people who earn money and people who earn money. And they like created a correlation between the amount of money they earn and the amount of happiness like that they feel in their life, their sense of happiness. And they said that there was a direct correlation until you hit 75 grand a year. After 75 grand a year.
So once if you're earning 74k a year, you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah, you're pretty happy. But as soon as they exceeded it, I'm back. Sorry, it's not a bad thing. Never a bad thing.
What do you think of the trim, boys?
My girlfriend's here. Your kind of girlfriend's here.
It's basically just a double date, but over the internet.
Might as well be, yeah.
I did get you some flowers, actually, Abby. They're in the car
in the back. Do I take a nap? The answer is always yes.
No, absolutely not at 1 o'clock.
Yes.
Delusional.
Don't listen to him. You do it. But anyway, like, yeah. So you had the. It was basically
as the money goes up, so does the laughs and the good times.
Exactly. But over 75 grand. There's no correlation. It's completely irrelevant.
Okay, but does the happiness stay where it was, or does it go down?
That just depends on like extracurricular activities.
Depends on each person, kind of thing.
I'm an old lady. I need my naps. Well, there you go. See, I'd say just take a nap.
That's a risk. Too much of a risk.
Also, right. So we mentioned the top 2 points. Now, materialistically, like you were saying,
Yeah.
if someone bases their happiness off materialistic things, so let's say you turn around and you say, I want a Lamborghini Huracan that reaches 0 to 60 in like 3.1 seconds or something.
I'd take it. If you're offering me one, I'd take it.
But then there's other people with like Koenigsegg's 1-to-1s that reach 0 to 60 in like 2.1
Are those
seconds.
like the electric ones?
Nah, they're like, they've got one.
What are the electric ones that are just really, really speedy?
The Tesla.
It begins with a K as well. I saw one on TikTok. Not the point.
Okay.
Well, yeah, there's always going to be someone.
There's something
unless
bigger.
you're like Jeff Bezos, who can literally buy anything he wants. There's always going to be someone with cooler shit than you.
Who was it? Someone said that he earns like 15. He earns more than the average person will earn in their entire lifetime in 15 minutes.
That does not surprise me. That man has an empire.
Like, literally a quarter of an hour, and he's got more than I will in my entire life.
Kind of sucks, but
like, yeah, but like, there's always a bigger fish when you've got that kind of.
I was about
money.
to say it kind of sucks, but we could all get there in reality.
Yeah,
probably not.
Really, yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, but see, the BBC might remove Rule Britannia live. God damn it!
Sorry, Barry.
Fuck's sake, Barry.
No, Barry, we can't have this. We're starting a petition.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, sorry, I'm basically sat on you at this point.
That's fine. To anyone who can't see it, his legs over mine.
At this point. It looks like we're like proper cozying up on the sofa on the YouTube.
We are, yeah.
We are. That's what we're here for. It's cold outside.
Good time.
I need my nice strong man to keep me warm. There's nothing wrong with it. But
it's okay.
See, yeah, I mean, someone's always going to have better stuff than you. That's a given.
It's like Abramovich, you know, the owner of Chelsea.
Yeah.
So like, he created this massive super yacht. There's someone created like this super yacht made out of gold.
Yeah.
Because they were just like, you know what?
When you have that much money, everything is a flex.
It's like, you know how we say like people with like Lamborghini Uruses have a flex, because why would you need an Urus when there's just like a Bentley SUV, something like that. Like a Lamborghini SUV is not needed, but people like that.
Yeah, it exists.
Have a gold yacht.
But at that point, people have more money than sense.
Fuck.
Like there is such thing as having more money than sense, because
100%.
What you do, see, a lot of people, a lot of frankly dumb people will get their first big break in terms of money, especially like stuff like athletes is obviously quite a big one, especially when you're, you know, I mean, you look at guys going into the NBA, they're 19, 20 years of age, and they get like a contract, a contract over 4 years that's going to be worth upwards of 40 million chucked at them, and they're 19 and 20 years old. They've never seen this much money before.
No.
And what they do is they go and, I mean, I know it's a nice gesture, like you buy your mum a house, or you buy your mum a car, or you buy your dad this and that. And that's nice. And at that point, that's fine. But you see them go out and buy themselves like 4 cars. Right? 4 cars that on average probably cost about $200,000 to $300,000. Why? You're not going to drive them all. Invest in property, stocks.
Or just save it.
Or just save. Literally, it's better than spending it on a car that will just sit in your driveway.
And what happens if you then get released because you can't really compete?
And it's stuff, especially that again they focus on in the NFL. They want money guaranteed.
Yeah.
Because that's safety and that's smart. But it is such thing as having more money than sense when these people go and spend. Or they go,
stupid amounts.
Matey over there has got a massive super yacht. I want a gold one. Like, yeah, that's nice.
But what the fuck?
But why? And obviously, if this yacht costs 24 million, 25 for the sake of maths.
Yeah.
If it costs 25 mil, but you've got 18 billion, then yeah, fair play, mate.
Go for it.
But
it's like literally like 1%.
That spend like 98% of their money. Like it's dumb.
Is it even 1%? I think it's actually 1/1000th.
It's
1,000.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah, it's 1,000.
Whatever fraction it is.
It's ridiculous.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah, but it's dumb.
Yeah, no, I mean, I come back to what I said earlier. I've never seen a multi-billionaire hate himself, but they might.
I mean, I've heard like a lot of people just turn around and be like, you know what, like they know people with money, but those people with money are insecure. They've got like massive issues. They've got like depression. They've got anxiety. And it's like,
see, it depends on the situation, right? If I was the best context to put this in is if I won the lottery. Right?
Okay.
So if I left your house after we've done these podcasts, pop into the co-op, get myself
You'd put 5 million back into the podcast.
Obviously. Well, it depends how much I won. If I won 5 million, I probably wouldn't put all of it into the podcast. No. But anyway, if I went to the shops and bought a lottery ticket, won myself, 5 mil. Anyone who comes into your life after that, you've really got to question them.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, you, Ash, Kaz, Dan, the people that I'm, friends with now and quite close friends with, I wouldn't bat an eyelid, obviously, because you boys were mates with me
before
when I was driving my Vauxhall Corsa 1.4 EcoFlex Limited Edition. You boys are still going to be here with me when I rock up in a Lambo or whatever, right? Whereas people that even people that you're not massively close friends with, even people that you just hang out with
acquaintances
once a month, like people that you knew from secondary school or college or something,
like Will Pride.
If they suddenly start like catting and trying to get back into your life, you've got to question everything. And at that point, even if they did have good intentions of genuinely just wanting to be your friend, they don't care about your money. Yeah. You're always going to be sat there in the back of your mind thinking, oh shit, they only want to do this because I got bags. But it's, I can understand why they will be anxious and paranoid especially of new people, or like imagine if you're single and you win the lottery.
Yeah, no, that's my next
the amount of girls in your DMs, mad. B,
unless you keep it on the DL.
Yeah, I mean you can, and obviously like I assume like the National Lottery leave that up to you. They go, do you want us to like tell people that you're the one that's won it or not?
Yeah.
And to be honest, I'd say no because
don't want
that.
Massive target right on your
literally,
ass.
But like imagine if you like meet a girl on Tinder, take her out for dinner, a nice place. Yeah. Not talking like top of the range, but like a nice place.
A decent,
I'm talking
respectable.
You're cashing out 1 to 2 honey for this meal.
Oh, okay, jeez. Yeah.
Not like top place, but nice place.
Yeah. People saying hello back.
Hello everyone in the TikTok chat. Sorry, I am rambling a bit. Take her out for a nice dinner. Things have gone well, right? You've picked her up in your Lambo because that's what you drive. You've taken her to this nice restaurant.
1 out of your 4 cars.
1 out of your 18 car garage. Like you question everyone's intentions at that point. They could be the sweetest, most down to earth girl who genuinely likes you for you. You're gonna question it.
Yeah. And
living your life like that is gonna take its toll on you eventually.
Really bad. Can I just I saw this this TikToker, he turned around and he was like, you know what? If I ever won anything like that, the first thing that I'd do is I'd keep it on the download to start off with. I'd ask someone, like let's say one of my mates for a $5. Just because, like, I've got this outstanding. Yeah, exactly.
I've got bills,
I've got my paycheck coming in 3 days. I just need a tenner for petrol. Can you give it to me? Anyone who said no.
Yeah.
Then, as soon as people know
anyone who said no that didn't have a perfectly valid reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they said, and as soon as
if they said, my rent is 400 quid, I have 400 quid, I can't
really,
but that's
exactly. Or I've got like 500 and I need the 100 for food. That's cool. But they said, like, as soon as if someone turns around to you and says no, what are the chances of them turning around to you saying, oh, can you lend me like X amount when you've got millions? Because you're going to turn around and be like, well, fuck, you didn't give me a tenner.
And then you know that they'd play the card.
Bitch.
Oh yeah, £10 to me is like 10 grand to you right now. You can let go with that. Yeah, fuck well, man.
I'm even going to
give you 10 quid, boss man. Because you pulled up in a moving mad snakey.
Yeah. Someone just said, can you please say hi to my little bro, Mike? I'm going to leave a big gap before I say it.
So you've tried to hit us with that one, have you? You got to get up awful early to do that.
You had to be the first person.
Oh, they went with that one though.
Yeah.
They didn't go with the See, I thought they were going to go with Hunt. But
no.
Fair play. They went
with Oxlong.
I like it. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Hello. Who are you two guys? What an amazing question.
Also, can I just point out, we've now got Twitter as well. The Top Bunk.
Right, this is new to me. I didn't even know we had Twitter.
At Top Bunk Podcast. For anyone who wants to send us your definition of what we've been talking about today, what's your definition of success, happiness, all that kind of stuff?
Or comment on Insta.
Tweet.
Right, I'm going to go follow
at Top Bunk Podcast.
I'm going to go follow the Twitter page I didn't know we had.
It's got the whole 2 followers, me and you now, because I only created it yesterday. At Top Bunk Podcast.
Hey, the voice.
There you go. So yeah, the only thing that I genuinely believe money can actually buy someone is experience. So with traveling.
Okay, yeah, I get you.
So that in my
the
head,
experience of driving a Lamborghini Aventador.
You can do that without being rich. You just get like an experience day.
Yeah, but it's not as cool and it's not yours, is it?
You just go rent it out or something. I don't know. You see those people doing flexes on like social media.
Yeah,
like,
see, that's a big one as well.
It's like, yeah, no.
Lots of people do that.
Is a YouTube video going up today? Yeah, you know damn right it is.
Bet
Oh,
your
we were
ass.
very good. But yeah, no, like, I mean, I saw this quote was like, yeah, money, the only thing money can buy that will make you richer is travels. And that is so true. Like, that is a well-known FACK.
That's a fact.
Fact.
That's a fact.
Fact. It's a well-known fact.
That's pure FAX, boy. Facts.
Facts, yeah. Nice.
It's...
yeah,
don't get me wrong.
Need to, like, readjust.
I would rather
way
be...
too cozy.
I would rather have that money and be... Again, I hate this. I keep want to come back to the word comfortable. But you should never be comfortable. You should never be comfortable in anything. Life, job, relationship.
I mean, relationship maybe.
No, bruv. You never want to be comfortable. You want to be happy.
Oh, yeah, but, like, you don't want to, like, walk in a room where she's getting changed. You're like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm talking about. That's a completely different thing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you want to be comfortable with with the person. You don't want to be comfortable in your situation. You want to be happy. You want to be happy with your life. You want to be happy with your job. You want to be happy with your partner. All this and all that. You don't ever want to be comfortable, always be hungry, strive for more, Mamba mentality kind of thing. But
Horse World, yes, I do remember you. I remember
Horse
you from
World?
Horse World 74. I remember
that's the name. I thought that was like a place you went.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah, Horse World. You see like a bunch of stallions waving their
literally,
like...
man. They're massive dongs.
Yeah.
But I would rather be comfortable financially than not. Like, I'd rather be able to go and buy myself nice things than not. But again,
on the other hand, if you'd rather be rich and depressed or happy and comfortable,
I'd rather be happy and comfortable.
Yeah, or not even comfortable. Let's say you're just like, let's say you're literally like you're just making ends meet, and just be the happiest fucking person. I'd rather have a little bit of disposable income, so that I could go and do things like if my missus wanted to go to the cinema, I could take her to the cinema. If things like that.
So Abby, if you ever want to go to the cinema,
let him know what film.
But yeah, I'd rather have a little bit of disposable income so that I can enjoy like the time off that I have. But at the same time,
see, I would genuinely
happiness does overrule and sit above money. Yeah, and it has to. It has to in your priorities.
Yeah,
I mean, I understand if, and I see this a lot on like Instagram pages and stuff like that. A lot of people say like, "Oh yeah, grind your ass off and be stressed and be tired and be burnt out,
and you'll eventually
do that for 20 years, and then you can live your own life according to yourself forever." Like, yeah, that's a thing.
I get that,
but I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to do that.
Really? I'd be happy busting my ass off for 20 years and just like, but don't get me wrong, not busting my ass off for a job that I hate. Busting my ass off for something that I genuinely enjoy. Yeah,
but at that point, is it busting your ass? Is it? Like, because working a lot of hours, again, experience as a chef, working a lot of hours, I never saw it as busting my ass because I loved it.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, there'd be times where I sit and go, 80-hour week. That's gonna suck. Like, don't get me wrong, but at no point did I ever leave the kitchen and go, God, I absolutely hated that.
Yeah.
Like, I'd leave the kitchen and go, fucking hell, that was 12 hours. It didn't feel like 12 hours.
Yeah, we could do that again.
Literally. So if you're working a job, I assume the pages mean like you work a job that you don't really enjoy, but pays really well.
Yeah.
So for example, if I was the store manager at wherever.
Curry's and PC World.
Yeah, for the sake of examples, say if I was a store manager at Curry's, I know
really nice.
I know for a fact, or at least the store managers at Carphone, at least the store that I worked at, I know for a fact they made about 40k basic plus
commissions.
Yeah, they got commission, but their commission, they got a percentage of the store's total commission.
Oh Lord!
So
wow,
I think it was mad. I think
must have been a nice paycheck.
Again, might not be accurate, but I'm very certain that man was earning more than 50 to 60k a year.
Jeez.
And again, my manager at Carphone, he seemed to enjoy himself.
Yeah.
Dave Bowden, he had a lovely time. Lovely man. Brilliant man.
Real quick, let's read out some things here. Are you two dating because we're cute together?
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Can you shout me out? Sorry, don't do shout outs, especially on the podcast.
Unless it's for the Top Bunk podcast.
Plug the Top Bunk podcast.
Yeah, on Twitter. Look at us having a presence on Twitter. Right? We can just beat people on Twitter.
We can. We could go up to we can at Carabaskin.
We're just gonna that's what we're gonna do on Twitter. We're just gonna at people, beef them for clout.
Give me N-word pass or get in my white van.
I'm absolutely sure that neither of us can do that. Absolutely sure.
I don't think we've got I don't think you've got facilities for that big man.
I don't think you've got the facilities for that big man yet. Rude boy. Pull up.
Yeah, Jakey, mate, you're not getting me with that one. But so like going back to the whole like crying with the fucking Ferrari.
Yeah.
I'd just rather not cry.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'd rather, if at the end of the day, I'd rather be happy. I'd rather be happy than not happy. But
I'd rather ride along my BM. Fully.
Completely irrelevant. You ever gone on like a ride on lawnmower?
Ride on lawn? No, I haven't. I bet they're fun as fuck.
Right, I was absolutely slaughtered at someone's house party. Right, but they had it at they had it at like their nan's house because their nan was away.
Yeah,
and their nan had a gigantic, or the nan and granddad had a gigantic field. And I saw this lawnmower and drunk.
And you were like,
Brinley was like, absolutely.
Right? I'm gonna ride that.
I did. I didn't cut any grass, but I just drove it around the garden. It was sick. I had a great time. It was amazing.
Seriously?
Yeah. But anyway, yes.
Things that can buy you happiness are lawnmowers.
Ride on lawnmower and a 12 case of Coronas.
You're set.
That brings me a lot of happiness.
Also, I also want to talk about something that like people that find happiness through other means.
Yeah.
So like
it's a thing.
Drugs.
Alcohol. Not quite where I thought we were going, but
how were you? What were you thinking?
I thought you were going to say like small acts of kindness or
and that
charity work.
Yeah,
and you went in with drugs and
abuse.
Alcohol.
Yeah,
drug abuse, alcohol addiction. Those bring me happiness.
Love those things.
I don't. Fuck donating to the RSPCA every month. Give me a
12 case of Corona.
Give me a 12 case of 12 case of Corona's not alcohol. I could see off a 12 case of Corona. That's not alcohol addiction. That's just a Saturday night. Okay, you finish where you're going, and then I've got a point that we want to get on to very quickly.
I was just saying, like, I mean, so obviously you have people who
you can find money through happiness through other means, and money can buy you drugs. So there it is. Money buys you happiness.
That's pretty much where I'm going with. Like a lot of people, obviously they've got an abuse, they've got an addiction. So
yeah, but I'm not really sure. No, that can be classed
it's not
as happiness.
Good. That's what I'm saying. It's not. I mean, it's not a good thing to do.
Again, don't get me wrong. I myself have never been on the wrong end of a drug or alcohol addiction or anything like that.
Don't want to be that.
I'm sure that it's more used for an escape as opposed to happiness.
And that's where I'm trying to get with this is that things like that or things like social media, things like addiction, things like any form of addiction, it's basically used to escape.
Yeah, it's escapism.
You're pretty much, excuse me for being really blunt, but quite shit life.
I mean,
I presume.
Escapism can be on such minor levels as well. Like if you've got work that needs doing, but you sit in bed and watch Netflix instead.
That's escapism.
Technically escapism. Yeah, you're escaping, getting off your ass and doing some goddamn work.
I think that's not the other word. That's the other word, though, isn't it? The P word, the procrastination.
Yeah, I'm dead good at that.
Yeah, I mean, when I was a uni student, I was pretty much a world champion at it.
Mate, really as soon as I left junior school, I graduated and became the CEO of procrastination. It was incredible. But where were you going with that?
So I'm just going with like things like that. That's where people need to really just watch what they're treading on. So, like, don't get me wrong, you know, just going out drinking with the boys, that's fun. It makes it, like, me going out with you, Bryn and Kaz and Ash, like, just for the fun, play a little bit of pool.
Yeah, cheeky couple.
You guys get a couple of...
Sink a few. Yeah, sink a few. Looks like you're wanking off a massive penis on your head. Not drinking pints. Which is what you do in the pub, to be fair.
But yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Then as soon as you start going there every single night,
well, that's
getting absolutely slaughtered.
Well, yeah, that's what some people do. That, like, people get
that's not
like money drunk, right? Me neither. I'd hate that. But if you've got the money to go and get absolutely trolleyed, if you've got the money to go and get absolutely PS4'd down the pub every night.
PS4.
It's the first thing I saw in the room.
Fair.
If you've got the money to go and do it, a lot of people will. Like, if you've got the money spare to go and...
massive TV there. How the fuck did you miss that? And see that little PS4.
If you've got the money to go and buy yourself a Lambo, people do, because they go, oh, I've got the money for it, may as well do it. And, like, getting, like, money drunk and money whatever...
High?
Yeah, is a thing. People get... I know people who used to... Guys that I was with in college, one of these guys used to... he would get paid, and then the next day he would go to a designer clothes store and spend 80% of his wages.
Fucking Christ.
And he had a job that paid him. I forget what he does. He got paid quite well, especially considering he was only doing part-time hours back in college. But, like, he would routinely, the day after payday or the first weekend after payday or whatever, he'd go to all these designer clothes stores and spend 80 to 90% of his paycheck on that. And then he'd get to the end of the month, he'd go, I have no money, guys. I have no money. This is shit. I have no money. But that is what made him happy, going and spending, in my eyes, a stupid amount of money on some clothes and some shoes and stuff like that. But people do it. And I guess at that point, you've got to weigh up, is it an addiction? Is it a passion?
Thing is, I think that with stuff like that, things like designer clothes and as much as I fucking hate saying this, like, as long as you take care of those things, you will be able to sell them for still a fairly decent price. Yeah. If you go out and buy, like we said, a brand new car, the second you roll it out of the garage, you've lost money. And when I say money, I mean
good car, good
like probably a full-on credit card you've lost there.
Yeah.
And you're never getting that bad boy back.
Yeah.
But things like that, I kind of get.
I mean, spending money on clothes and stuff, the way I look at it is this. It's like, if I bought a T-shirt for 35 quid, right? In my eyes, that's quite expensive.
Yeah, fully. But it's a piece of cloth.
I got myself quite a nice Calvin Klein one for 35 quid, down from 80. I was like, may as well. If
it's on a deal, I get it. Like, but the way that's cool.
Yeah, the way I look at it is, I paid 35 quid for this shirt. If I wear it 35 times,
£1 a time.
Yeah. If I wear it 70 times, it's 50p a time.
If I turn around to you then and I was like, okay, I'm going to give you a T-shirt subscription service, you're going to pay me £1 every day.
Yeah, low-key that sucks.
Yeah.
But, like...
And don't get me wrong, you get unlimited T-shirts. But you still...
Yeah, low-key. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that.
35 quid a month.
Because I wouldn't wear a different T-shirt every day. Yeah. I saw this TikTok earlier. Oh my goodness.
What was it?
It was a guy sat in his car and he was like, this girl slid my DMs on Instagram the other day asking if I wanted to buy her OnlyFans. And I asked her how much it was and she was like, it's 35 quid or $35 a month. He was like, you're telling me your OnlyFans is worth more than Disney Plus and Netflix combined? He's like, you're telling me your OnlyFans is worth more than is better for my viewing pleasure than Avengers Endgame.
Wow. The entire
Infinity
collection of Star Wars.
Everything. He said, you're telling me your OnlyFans is better viewing for me than Ozark and The Flash. He said, at that point, if I'm paying for OnlyFans, it is a nudes streaming service and it is not better than any of these things. And I was like, low-key, my guy makes a really, really good
really
point.
Does.
It does make sense.
I fully get that. I never
thought of it that way, but it makes sense.
I mean, like, I know a few people who do that. Like,
what,
and
pay for a girl's OnlyFans? Or
no, who
OnlyFans?
actually have one.
Yeah, I know one.
Obviously we know.
Yep.
I know someone from down in Bournemouth. Don't. I saw their TikTok, and I went on Instagram and I was like, lol, banter.
One of them.
Huh? What? What?
One of my ex-girlfriends has an OnlyFans, or she did.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
wow.
And the thing is, like, you look at it and you think,
I mean, fair play if you make racks. Like,
no.
Like, there are girls that make racks.
From that perspective, like, the girl that I know down in Bournemouth, she's like 0.31 of top creators.
Yeah.
Like, so she's making a lot of money.
It happens, man.
But then, like, I'm just sat there thinking, why would a guy pay 30 quid a month?
Jump on the hub, boss man.
It's like, mate, I mean, yeah, sure, I get it. You get to see some things. Yeah, but...
See, it's...
Jesus Christ.
It's... You got to weigh it up, haven't you? Because, like...
No, you just don't do it.
Well, no, all right, 30 quid a month is extortion. That's extortion. That is straight extortion. But, like, there's... It has its pros and cons, right?
No, what has its pros and cons is having a girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Because you get all that for free.
Don't get me wrong,
you need to take them out on dates and stuff.
Yeah, true. But, yeah, don't get me... Oh, yeah, that's in an ideal world,
like,
that's the situation. But, like, yeah, I don't get me wrong. If I was ever to pay for a girl's OnlyFans, I'd want to know who she is. Like, I'd want to know her in real life.
Personally, yes. Right, okay.
I couldn't just go and get... This is completely off topic. I could not just go and buy some Brazilian girl's OnlyFans who I've never seen before, right? I'd low-key want it to be someone that I kind of know.
Yep.
Because I'd be like,
I'll give her money.
Not even that, like, what do you look like under all that?
Fair, okay.
What do you look like under all that, girl? Like, low-key, I've always been more wondering, right?
Okay.
Because, like, don't get me wrong. It's like, why do people pay for it anyway when you could just jump on the hub?
Jump on anything.
Jump on any website.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't get that.
Like, the most I'd pay for an OnlyFans.
Lily Keely, hello in the meantime, yeah.
I wouldn't do it. I'd pay for 1 month. 1 month. I wouldn't do a monthly rolling thing.
That I can kind of understand. Yeah, that could kind of understand.
I'd pay a $5.
Like, you just...
I'd pay a $5.
I'd
chuck £5 at a gal's OnlyFans.
Thing is, I'm just sat there thinking...
Depends on the quality of the content. Is it 4K?
That's like 10 Cadbury's...
True.
That's 10 Cadbury Dairy.
Depends on who the girl is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Have you got an OnlyFans?
I don't know. Huh?
Have you got an OnlyFans?
Have I got?
Abby. No. Let's not do that.
But yeah, no, like, I don't... Things like that, things that give you pleasure are different from things that make you happy. So things like subscribing to an OnlyFans
brings that pleasure.
Yeah, exactly. But you won't look at it and be like, that's what makes me happy.
Wake up every morning and scroll through it.
Exactly.
I like to start my day scrolling through random girls' OnlyFans.
And it's like, what? Why?
Right, coming back to
the whole actual topic. Yeah,
podcast.
Fully.
Money versus happiness in terms of success. Success means something different to every single person.
Yeah, fully.
And it's a perspective thing. Same as happiness. It's a perspective thing. Like, I look at my friends who have their own house. Mm-hmm. They've moved out into their own house together.
Getting married, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I look at that and go, oh, wow, that's really, really cool. Like, I am a little bit jealous that you've got that.
Yeah.
Maybe not the marriage right now, because don't get me wrong,
a little bit early for me.
I'm mad. Yeah, they've been together for years on years on years.
Yeah.
Unless I was in the same situation, in which case I probably would do the same thing as them.
I wouldn't do it at the moment, but
have anyone to wife up right now. So, but anyway, seeing them like in their own house, like that kind of independence and responsibility and freedom that they've got, I look at that and go, wow, that's really cool. Nice. Like, I wish I had that. But at the same time, I know there's
better things at the moment.
Not even that. There's probably people that I've come across in life who have looked at my situation where I am and my quality of life and gone, I really wish I had that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's people who have looked at that person's quality of life and gone, God, I really wish I had that. So like,
then there's someone in a cardboard box thinking, you know what? I just want some water.
It's little things. It's like I would look at
little doves.
Like I look at you and go, yeah, your car's pretty sick. I wish I had that car. You probably look at a Donny with whatever, an Audi R8 or a Lambo or whatever, and go, wow, yeah, your car's really cool. There's someone who looks at my Vauxhall Corsa 1.4 EcoFlex Limited Edition
and thinks, oh, you know what?
That's a really cool car. Understandably,
I really wish I hadn't had that car.
Understandably, it is a really cool car.
Then you look at a Nissan Micra and think, oh, I wish I had that car.
And there's people who don't have cars who look at someone with the worst car in the world and go, wow, I wish I had that car. There's people
on bikes.
There's people who can't walk who looks at people who don't have a car but they can walk.
Yeah, fully.
Like, it's all a perspective thing in terms of happiness. And like, again, without trying to get massively deep, you got to stay humble and you've got to be grateful for what you've got. And like, don't get me wrong, there are times I look at my mates who have their house and go, yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah, my living conditions are shit. I'm still living at home with my dad and whatnot. But like, I've got a roof over my head. I have food.
Yeah, fully.
I pay for my own food, but I have food. Fully. I have money to pay for food. Like, I'm not sat under a motorway bridge freezing my tits off every night. Yeah. Like,
not knowing when your next meal's going to be.
And in a way, even though I might not see myself as successful where I am at the minute, someone else would.
I think that, like, going back to what you were saying about, like, me looking at, I genuinely don't think I've got that. Like, if I see someone speeding by in like a Lambo, I'm like, you know what, that'd be pretty cool to have, but I don't
need it.
It's not that I don't need it. I don't want a Lambo. I know that sounds really weird, but I genuinely wouldn't want one.
I get you.
Like, if I had that kind of money, the car that I'd probably go for is something like an Aston.
Yeah, it comes down to priorities at that point. I would rather have...
It's just preference.
I would rather live in a house.
I'd rather live in a really nice house.
I'd rather live in a really nice house and have a... Yeah.
Not even mediocre, just like a...
But a Lambo. At the same time, not even that. I'd rather live in what we would consider, again, our perspective and our views on an average house is going to be different to everyone you look at. I would rather live in an average house with an average car, but have a ton of disposable income that I can spend on holidays and experiences. Everything. I'd rather have that than be all glammed up and have an amazing car and have an amazing house, but
not have shit.
Not have enough money to actually
your holiday is going off to Devon for like 3 days.
Which sounds actually kind of sick.
It's a nice little escape.
We should get the boys together and go and do that.
Are you together? No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
I mean,
he says no and he denies it every single time people ask, but the answer is yes. I'll kiss him now.
Please don't.
I'll kiss him right now.
Please don't.
£2.50 in my PayPal. I'll kiss this man.
Please don't.
Guess what, TikTok? This is OnlyFans now.
I'll cry. I will cry. £35 subscription.
£35 subscription. If someone gave me 35 quid, I'd kiss you.
Meg says do it. Megan.
Yes, Megan. Even your missus wants to see us kiss.
Don't do this, all right? But yeah, no, fully, like, I think that, like, what would make me, like, just genuinely, like, really happy and fulfilled is if, let's say, as a job, we had the podcast. That'd be
cushy. And we get mad guests on here. Like, these podcasts. One of the podcasts is just me sparring Mike Tyson in the garden. Like that. People have paid to see that. People have paid to see me get knocked out. I know a fair few
people. Again, OnlyFans.
I know a fair few people who would pay to see me get laid out by Mike Tyson.
Yeah, but like
George and Ash would probably pay to see me get laid out by Mike Tyson.
George definitely would. Kaz definitely would. But yeah,
just because they record it, and if I ever tried to pipe up in the group chat, they just get sparked out.
You know that thing like where it's I've got a single GIF that can end a man's career.
just me getting absolutely left hooked by Mike Tyson. That'd do it.
Oh my days. That'd be funny. All
right, let's make it happen. Mike Tyson. Everyone we'll just tweet him constantly.
Tag him.
We'll tweet him constantly.
Anyone's in the tubes.
Someone tell Mike Tyson I'll let him knock me out.
Anyone who's seeing this on Instagram on the Top Bum Podcast page.
30k Mike Tyson.
Tag him.
Mike Tyson.
Please tag
30k,
him.
you can come and knock me out.
30k what?
Cash. I'm not
Do
doing
you even
it
have 30k?
No, he's paying me.
Oh.
I'm not gonna take a right hook from Mike Tyson for the sake of it.
You really would ask 30k?
What'd you ask for?
20? Maybe.
250 quid, Mike Tyson. You can spar me out. But yes, no, I'd want
250
some
quid,
kind
you
of
get to lay
I'd
him
want
out on
some
his
kind of
ass.
financial compensation for.
Do you
Have you seen Mike Tyson?
Do you have medical insurance?
I don't know. Do
Buy
I?
it before he gets it, because you're gonna.
I have the
fucking need it.
NHS.
You're gonna need it.
Is the NHS not that?
Yeah, kind of is actually. Yeah.
But logically, Mike
Also-
Tyson, who is still absolutely stacked and a massive
He's a unit. He is a
at
unit.
like how old? Like 54 maybe.
I think so. Something like that.
I reckon I'd die. If he properly caught me nicely, I reckon I would die.
I know. But also, can I just point out, next week, we've got our guest on. We've got our guest.
Yeah, you still haven't told me who it is.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, good. Don't tell me. I want it
Don't
to
tell
be a
you who
surprise.
fucking is, you little cheeky bastard. But anyway, yeah, like I would genuinely be really happy if I just.
Is this guest going to spark me out? Is it Mike Tyson?
No, I wish. That'd be nice.
That's all right.
That'd be nice. I'd genuinely just be happy with like having a decent house. This going on here as a job, YouTube as a job,
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Anything like that. So like,
you look at Addison Rae, right? TikTok. She did
Yeah,
that
yeah.
whole thingy dance
Do you
where
want
they just shake their ass.
do you know how much she got out of that?
Yeah,
$2.5 grand.
2.5K.
Out
That's
of
without.
This is one day of one video.
Out of one day, she got 2.5 grand off of one video, and that's without. That's just the money that
74
TikTok paid her.
Yeah, that's
That's
74
without
million
separate
views.
endorsements
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that.
That's
She's
just
probably
stupid.
got,
That's just dumb.
and like separate like ad partnerships and stuff like that. So don't get me wrong.
74 million views equated to 2.5 grand.
It's dumb, innit? It is dumb.
That's stupid.
It's dumb. And all she did was shake her ass a bit.
That is actually dumb.
She shook her ass for like maybe
15 seconds.
yeah,
Give or take.
no longer than that.
Give
That's
or take.
dumb. If I shake my ass for 15 seconds, I get put on a list.
Yeah. And it's not a nice list either.
No, it's not a list. It's not a list that you really want
It's
to
not
be
the
on.
good boy Santa's list.
No, absolutely not. Santa would be dropping me.
It's the naughty list.
The only thing Santa would be dropping me is the fucking soap, mate. But yeah,
He'll be telling you to
don't
pick
get-
it up.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. That's a pretty cushy living situation to be in.
It'd just be really
Like, As much as I can sit here and say I wouldn't want that, I'd want to go and feel like I'm earning my money. I want to graft, blah blah, bollocks. If
you know
I could,
who I really like, who I kind of not envy, but who
Go on.
the kind of job that would genuinely, I
Go
reckon,
on.
make me 100% fulfilled. People who do things like YouTubing. People like David Dobrik. People like Mr. Beast.
see, I don't really like David Dobrik.
Oh,
I think he's a little bit of a.
He's a little bit of an
dickhead.
arsehole. He's a little bit of an arsehole.
Mr.
But
Beast,
he's
is,
so
Mr. Beast
funny.
is cool. He's cool. He gives away cars. Like
Yeah.
having that much money is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like,
But like that would be like making a career out of YouTube would genuinely make me
Yeah, it would be cool.
so fucking happy.
but like, see, don't know. Depends what kind of content I made. If I was,
content that you like making. So like, let's say if you had your own like little cooking channel.
I've considered doing that so many times.
So
I just
something
haven't,
like that.
'cause I've just been sat there thinking. Like one idea that I had, and I think was actually a really, really good one,
Shoot it.
was make up a channel based
Yeah.
purely at like my target audience would be like uni students,
Okay.
because stereotypically uni students eat shit food.
And we
live off
don't
of-
know how to cook.
Yeah, they don't know how to cook.
Let's
They
be
live off
fair.
of pot noodles and super noodles and microwave meals and stuff like that. I was thinking like, put each meal together. Each meal costs between like £3 and £5,
Okay.
and you show them how to actually cook like a decent meal. You do it. You aim it at uni students. £3 to £5 per meal,
genuinely.
even if they do like, and it's going to be meals that have like the right nutrients and stuff, and it's actually going to be good food, not just like really, really fatty, horrible stuff.
But then, like, wouldn't that just genuinely, like, wouldn't you just sit there thinking, that's cool. I'd like to do that.
Oh yeah, I'd love to do that.
Yeah.
I would love to do that. Would
So
it
something
take?
like that.
Would it take off? Probably not.
I think, but then you look at people like,
But then, how do you know if you don't try?
let's say Syndicate. People like, you know Syndicate?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, he's been on YouTube, mate. He's been on YouTube for fucking years.
Yeah, and it's mad.
Like, minimum 10 years he's been on YouTube.
And that's one thing that I wish I could do. I wish I could
Go back in time.
No. It's just like most of these channels and stuff, they graft for like 3 or 4 years
Yeah, fully.
before they even get any kind of recognition, because they love doing it. Whereas I know for a fact, if I did that, I'd purely be doing it for like clout and to get money. So if it didn't take off within like a year, I'd be like, fuck this, and just like
See,
cast
that's-
it to the side.
Yeah.
Which is the complete wrong reason for wanting to do stuff like that. You should do it because you love it, not because you're trying to get clout and money and stuff.
See, that's like, I mean, obviously we put the podcast up on YouTube, stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
Alex,
I it's not the podcast. I enjoy doing the podcast.
Alex and Marginos,
Because
that's the
it's
YouTube
fun.
channel. Literally just this little thing up here.
Yeah,
that's the YouTube channel.
It's a good time.
But things like, let's say when me and Meg went down to Exeter.
Yeah.
Or when we go to Mykonos, or when we do like travel.
Oh, look at me! I'm going on holiday.
Vlogs.
Wow. Fuck you.
But like travel vlogs, like I could literally do those every single day for the rest of my life and not get bored.
100%.
As long as I go to a different place.
Yeah.
Or even in the same place and do like 2 or 3, I'd be so like I made 5 of them when we were out in Croatia. I did 1 a day.
Yeah.
Right. And I genuinely did. I sat there editing for 4
or
5 hours.
Like, I would.
Do you read your comments? Yes, I do. But when we do the podcast, we kind of try and
we do our
stick
best.
to podcast.
No promises, but we try our best.
Yeah, so apologies. What are your names? Bryn?
James.
Alex. Oh, okay.
Bryn and James.
I mean, they know my name.
Bryn and Beans.
Right. Lit.
His name is Beans.
All right, lit.
But yeah, no,
Cool.
money, happiness, success, it all equates to this. Again, coming back to what I said at the beginning, money can't buy you happiness, and it can't, because if you live a shit lifestyle and you pushed away all your mates to get you money, and now you've got
nothing left.
Because don't get me wrong, if I had a ton of money, I could go and explore some places on my own. Like I could, like you were going to go and do Bali on your own.
Yeah.
I could go and do that, but it'd get to a point where what's the point in having that success if you have no one to share it with?
Yeah, no,
even if it's something as small as a partner or your family or something like that, like
or your best mate,
exactly.
Like
if I was like an absolute twat and like grinded my ass off to get to where I was financially and I had a ton of money, but in doing so, I pushed everyone away. You and the boys didn't want to hang out with me anymore because every time you asked to hang out with me, I was like, oh, no, I can't. I've got to work. Or if I never took time to go and see if I could get a girlfriend or a wife or whatever, if it literally ended up being just me in an £8 million mansion with six supercars in my garage,
one dog,
and a fucking £16 million yacht docked in my back garden, and it was just me
in your back beach because you're on a private island,
exactly,
not giving
and it was just
about the
me
world.
On my own, I'd hate it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think,
and there are some people who will be sitting here listening to this going, that sounds amazing. I can do my own thing in my house. I don't have to talk to anyone. Like, that's cool.
Introverts,
that's you.
This is your dream.
That's you, and that's fine. But I couldn't do it.
No.
Because I would be sat there thinking, oh, cool, let's take the boat out. Oh, I'm on
Who am I taking it with?
I'm on a boat on my own. Oh, yeah, cool. Let's sit down and have like a movie evening. Oh, I'm watching movies on my own. Yeah. Oh, wow, I just got a basketball court built into my garage.
What are you going to play? Shoot hoops on your own?
I get to shoot hoops on my own. Like, there's
nothing.
It's a blessing and a curse, but I'd rather not have those things and have a good group of people around me who hang out with me and I can go and do cool stuff with. Again,
we can go shoot hoops down a fucking
exactly.
Beach.
I'd rather have disposable income so I can go and do arguably nicer things like go on holiday or go to London for a day, like when we went to go watch the American football up at Wembley.
That was
a great day. I'd rather have that disposable income there than have spent that disposable income on materialistic things to try and flex or make myself happy.
Yeah, no, I fully get that. I mean, look, I think that with the whole thing where you said like where you're grafting and when you're putting in the work and stuff like that, I think it's important to have people around you though who understand. Who respect that.
Yeah, 100%.
Not even just respect, who just understand how it works. So like I turn around to Meg like when we first started like talking, and I was like, okay, but look, I'm trying to do shit, you're trying to do shit, so this is like we're gonna have to work around that.
And those are the best kinds of relationships.
And she turned around to me, she's like, yeah, I want to be a doctor, and that's
you respect that she's hustling, she respects that you're hustling, but you still make time for each other around that.
Exactly.
You don't expect either one to compromise, and that's the best friendships and the best relationships are that.
Yeah.
Ash, obviously, I'm still furloughed at the minute. Ash has gone back to work. You've gone back to work. You guys are
pretty
working most days of the week. I'm not sitting here twiddling my thumbs going, oh, these guys are dickheads because they're not making time. Because they're not making time for me. Like, no, we still see each other, we still hang out, but I respect that you boys are chasing the bag, getting that bread. Getting
the moolah.
I wish I was chasing a bag and getting bread, which I might be doing.
Soon, maybe.
Hopefully.
Possibly.
Depends. Depends if I enjoy cooking again.
But I want to quickly throw the question off to the 6 people that are here. what do you guys think? What would make you
What is your
happy?
definition of success?
Yeah, and what would make you happy?
Like, at what point in life, and let us know on Instagram, let us know in the comments on YouTube, tweet us now, because we've got a Twitter.
Yeah, we do.
At what point do you consider yourself to be successful?
Yeah. Or like, what would also make you happy? Like, genuinely, what career? Is there anything you want? Anything like that? Are you two dating? No, we're not dating.
Yes, we are. Shut up. Of course we are.
He's got those issues.
That is the number one asked question on our podcast, and I
should get it engraved on my t-shirt.
I am there for it.
I should get that engraved on my t-shirt as well.
We'll wear t-shirts for the podcast. No, we are not dating.
I say no, you say yes.
Yes, we are. No, we are not dating. Yes.
Meg says, I want to do my aid work in South America.
See, I like that. Nothing wrong with that.
I know you do.
Nothing wrong with that at all. That sounds pretty lit.
And that's also something I said I'll go with her for it, because why
not? Depends where.
Working with something I love, also finding love romantically. What do you mean something? That's my question. Like, what? Working with something? Like working with dogs? You love Israel? I mean, I don't really.
Do I love Israel as in the country?
Yeah,
I have no beef with Israel, but I can't say they're particularly high up on my favourite countries in the world. They're a good country.
Alex, why is he a chapter box? What? Having freedom of creating art like I want all the time, not worrying about money.
That's a big thing for me. Because if I do end up going back into cooking, which at the moment it's probably looking like I will, success to me, and this is where I was at the beginning of the podcast, when you said what's success, I said you want like a one sentence answer, because there's two different paths you can take with it. Success for me is being able to provide for my family, being able to take us away on holiday, being able to do things with my friends. Success to me is also having my own restaurant and making a decent income and being financially stable and financially comfortable enough where I have that disposable income to do things with my mates and my family.
Okay. So Esther is saying, by something, I mean something that I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about languages. Ooh,
that's pretty cool.
Is happiness
Translators make absolute racks.
Especially if you like UN or some shit. Yeah. That's insane. Hi Alex, how are you? I'm very good, thank you. Is happiness not success? It is. I think that, again, like what you were saying, you can have success without being happy.
You can have success without happiness, but you can't have
happiness without no.
Well, no, it's the other way around.
It's the other way around.
You can be happy without being successful, but if you're successful, I would find it very hard to believe that you wouldn't be happy.
Yeah. I just genuinely think that if, like, the problem is, right, in the current, like, culture that we've got, not just like, in general, just the world culture, is people look at careers that will make you money. And Meg, like, your brother is, like, one of these people, I'm sorry to say, but, so, like, her brother just turned around and said, I don't care what I do, I just want to be rich.
Yeah, it's a mindset that a lot of people have.
Yeah, like a lot of people place money like as their North Star, and they just chase it and chase it and chase it.
Because then you will never be happy.
Because it's like what we were saying earlier. There's always someone with more money.
There's always. Unless
you're Jeff Bezos, in which case, let's be fair.
Fair play, Jeff. We'll let you have that one.
Like you've ruined us.
But like, there's every chance that you might not end up rich in quotation marks, and then what? You'll feel like a failure.
Yeah, because you've been chasing that.
Like you might still end up taking home 40 to 50k a year, which is a good living.
Yeah, it's.
But because you're not making that 6-figure income that you expected yourself to or wanted to when you were younger, you won't consider yourself a success and you won't be happy.
Did you know the average income in the UK, the average wage for a full-time worker is 30 grand?
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me. So, and that's a good wage.
Yeah, so you're above average if you're earning 40 to 50k.
But because you sat here and grown up with the ambition and the dreams of
being
I want to be a multi-millionaire, just because you don't get there doesn't mean you're a failure.
But that's why I'm saying, like, we need to move.
It's the mindset people have, 100%. Especially in this day and age when you see people flexing cars, boats, supermodels,
yachts
on Instagram.
Dan Bilzerian style.
Literally, Dan Bilzerian. I follow his page because I sit there and go, wow.
Why wouldn't you?
He lives an amazing life. But at the same time, I know that if I don't get that, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah. Like, I think people should really be replacing, like,
Rearrange
money with happiness and, like, genuinely being happy with just your life.
Because again, general. Coming back to something from last week's podcast, something that my mum was a very, very big advocate of, you can't take money with you when you die.
Yeah.
You can sit there and have 20 mil in your bank account.
What's going to happen to it? It's
Brilliant.
going to get dispersed.
Yeah, literally. Like, be happy. Be happy instead.
And if it doesn't go to, like, your grandkids, it'll probably go to the state.
Yeah, the government are going to take all of your money, boss man.
So you've just worked for good old Bojo.
Exactly. Congratulations, you played yourself.
I love that meme. Congratulations, you played yourself.
That's it.
Anyway, on that, shall we eat the rich? Definitely not.
Shall we eat the rich?
Yeah.
For legal reasons, I'm going to say no. But DM me on Insta. We'll see what we can do.
Best success is making the job you like the best way you can, no matter how much it pays. I agree. I think you should go for a job that you like and then live around. Yeah. So create your life around the pay that job gives you.
Get a job. Yeah, I agree. Get a job that you love, and if it pays you well, then brilliant.
You're set.
You know, that's a little bit extra.
Yeah.
But I would rather, I'd rather work a job that pays me, let's say bang average. I'd rather work a job that pays me 30k, but absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And because then you can build your lifestyle around that income, than absolutely hate a job, get paid 60k a year, but absolutely dread going to work every morning.
Yeah, and cry every morning you wake up.
Exactly.
Right. We're gonna
drop that one there.
Here.
We're gonna play it where it lies.
On that bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to episode number 11 of El Top Bunkito Pesquito.
Mosquito.
Senor.
Be sure to drop us a follow on Instagram at the Top Bunk Podcast, at Bryn_Ferber, at Alex Amaginos. Go ahead and follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon and Audible.
Yes, and YouTube.
And YouTube at Alex Amaginos. Be sure to go and follow the Twitter. I'll be honest, if Alex gives me the login, I'm just going to tweet people and beef them, so that might be quite funny to watch. Top Bunk Podcast.
Yeah, because they limited it to 15 characters, the morons.
Damn you, Twitter.
Weirdos.
Damn you.
But yeah, no, so on that bombshell, Bryn, check us out.
As always, kids, keep your stick on the ice.